All right. Welcome back, everyone. Obviously, this is your lovely host, Rico's Aquarium. Talk about Aquarium Talk and everything in between. That's right. Misinformation um, is going to be, misinformation in the aquarium hobby. Today's topic. We're doing a little late. I just got up about an hour ago. So, how's everyone? Hopefully, everyone is getting the notifications. And as people start coming in, we can get to it. So, I think it's a great topic. Once again, if you guys haven't seen these episodes, make sure you go back and watch them. I'm trying to just talk about what needs to be talked about or what I feel needs to be talked about. So I think a lot of it's going to be great information. I think a lot of people are going to eventually appreciate and like what it is. It's growing. Hey, Cindy, it's growing. Trying to grow the hobby, the community. And make it a better place, and sometimes we have to talk about the things that are very uncomfortable. Unfortunately, uncomfortable conversations have to be had. That's in anything that you do. If you as a boss or at a company, holding a conversation with their employee, to relationships, to whatever the case may be. You have to learn to be able to talk about the things that just makes you uncomfortable, or it's just an uncomfortable topic. So, hello. Don't forget, everyone, as you guys are coming in, do not forget to hit the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you'd like to show love and support, there is a member section. You can become a member. You get a shiny little thing next to your name right there, like West Coast as well. Whoops. Sorry, the camera is just kind of whatever. It's like fast moving and all that. So, information or misinformation that we receive in this hobby. There's a lot of information out here. Where do you begin? Where do you get your information at? Where do you choose to try to gain information about this hobby? That's a good question, right? There's so many different forms, so many ways to get it. Here's actually one. As I'm sitting here talking to you, there's a lot of information that I have put out over the years. Helped. I couldn't even tell you how many people when it comes to their aquariums and stuff like that. So it's one of those things. It's there's so much information, and where a lot of people get discouraged is, well, I see a lot of new hobbyists getting discouraged, and I see a lot of new hobbies get beat up per se for asking the basic questions. So, and thank you as far as the chat. Make sure you guys in the chat, if people couldn't be saved, wish the live stream could have been saved, couldn't charged a fee to rewatch. Tom. So real quick, we'll get back on the subject. Also, the Herm, what's up, my man? Real quick, so anybody that has questions, thanks again for answering questions in the comment section of the live chat, actually, should I say. Thank you guys for helping him out. I noticed with my mixing reef, the alk was around 8.2. Yeah, there you go. So all of you guys, if you'd like to become a member, you see the Herm, Flash Can, West Coast Reefer. Those are different levels. Also, you start off, and then the longer you're here, you'll change colors and stuff like that. These are supporters, some of the supporters of this channel. So if you'd like to become a supporter, don't forget to hit the members button and join this lovely community here. So also don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So anyway, misinformation within the reefing or aquarium community. It is a real thing. There is a lot of misinformation, a lot of misguidance on Cindy. Oh, thank you, Cindy. She just became a member. You guys give her a hand. Welcome her to the members community here. Thank you so much, hon. There's so much misinformation out here. There's so much misguidance. There's a lot of also, thank you, Flashkin, for putting out that discount code for everybody to be able to receive 5% for life through saltwateraquarium.com. Don't forget, any of your aquarium needs, they can handle that for you. So once again, and shout out to them too for wanting to be to provide a great community and a great platform for all of us hobbyists. Freshwater, saltwater, you got it. It doesn't matter. They do a lot when it comes to our pets in this hobby. So once again, where I was going was there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of beating down of new hobbyists coming in, asking the basic questions. And what I mean by basic questions is the questions that we all ask. You know, starting off on anything. If you don't know, open your mouth and ask. We need to stop that. This is 2021. Misinformation is real. There's a lot of things out there that are just simply not true or have been so far construed that it's just crazy. Now, you have to remember this. There's a lot of things in this hobby that are simply, oh, Tom, thanks, Mom. Hey, not to be funny, I think that might be the first time, Tom, and we talk on the phone, but thank you, my brother. Now become a member, Tom. How about that? So you only have to worry about that once a month. But anyway, appreciate you, bro, man. For real, I appreciate you. Now I lost track because that kind of threw me off right there saying that. He said, boy, Tom, that might have been at the very beginning, Tom. Anyway, sorry guys, we're just having a blast here. Okay, so a lot of information. You got to remember, is it information? Or is it just regurgitated information? Is it healthy information or regurgitated information? There is a lot of regurgitated information out here. There are a lot of anecdotal information, for real. And how do we help people get the right information when it comes to the aquarium hobby, reef aquarium, whatever the case may be? We can even probably say, even when it comes to freshwater, freshwater hobbyists have the same problems as reef hobbyists. They all argue over keeping water. Okay. So with that being said, how do we change that? And how do we make this hobby and industry better? One might ask, where do they go? Where do you direct people to get information? I will take some comments in the chat as well when it comes to some of the things that I'm asking right now. Hopefully you guys are listening and willing to help. So where do we begin to direct people? You know, when it comes to getting information, what do you say to people when they truly need help? You know, or where to begin? How to set up their very first aquarium? You know, where do you guide them to you know, get information how to do it? Do you do you put in time to help them? Do you walk them through it? These are things that I'd like to know. what we do have to do is continue to not give people bad information. There's not a problem with just simply saying, I don't know. A lot of people don't like to say that. They want to sound more intelligent than maybe they are in the subject. That doesn't mean that you don't know anything. Some things are just puzzling, mind-boggling. I mean, you just don't know. So how do we stop the misinformation circling around? First off, allowing people to have opinions. First off, opinions are opinions. People need to learn how to decipher opinions from actually facts and whatever. We are all entitled to an opinion, and an opinion might be answering a question, and a lot of people are getting with the program saying, in my opinion, and which is, I think it's a great way to talk about something, because maybe you don't know the answer to it. There is so much, especially in our field of aquariums, keeping reef tanks here. That's what the majority is all here for. A lot of information we don't know. We can get information on something, but once again, we are getting information that is told from through another person. Where do they get that information from? Is it scientific facts, or is it just their personal opinion, and then they give it to us, and then we regurgitate it and continue that trend? And adult information. So Flashkit says the first step is to determine what type of learner you are. Some people are going to West Coast and mirror. Others are going to CJ and experiment, and others. I think that's a great point, Flashkin. What type of learner are you? A visual, need, hands-on, all that. Just understand that all of us that you might admire or look up to, you see our business card, hashtag business card. Said that a long time ago. And West Coast has made sure everybody knows that business card. So, Blue Reef, yes, I'm back. Thank you so much for coming in. Don't forget, guys, to hit these thumbs up. We got 40-something people, 13 thumbs up. Please, 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 if you do not mind, get them up, please. So, this is 2021. This is a new year. These are new beginnings. These are, following through on something is going to be what you're gonna love it. You're gonna love this channel. So there's a lot gonna happen. But anyway, what type of learner are you? That plays a part. Also, no matter where you get your information from, including myself, I am not exempt from any of the things that I talk about. You got to remember, there's a lot of things I talk about is from my experience, not scientific proof or anything like that. So it's based off of my opinion, and you can consider my opinion and adult information. Okay? You have to look at people's business cards. You have to look at who they are as an individual. You have to remember that there are going to be knockoffs. Okay? We love you too. There are knockoffs. They're not genuine, original. They're knockoffs. There are people that have sucked the knowledge up, was able to learn something, create a business card, and portray the part of being around 50 years. You have to see through that. I can't help you in that department. You have to, be your own judge of character. And that's just that, people either like me or they don't like me. There's never been an in between. People that didn't like me learned to like me. They learned to respect me. This is who I am, and that's, I'm not changing for anybody, period. It is who I am. I'm not everybody's cup of tea in the morning, and the other person might not be your cup of tea. There's somebody out there for everyone. I was talking on Instagram here before I even came over here, about being relatable. There's a crowd for me, just like there's a crowd for you and a crowd for Blow Joe. There's everybody that can relate some way, shape, or form. There are some people that don't know how to relate. They just swing like Tarzan out here, and they jump on every train that they can. If they hate you, they go here. If they hate them, they come here and try to create chaos, and nobody learns. Nobody's learning anything. If anything, all they get is a Jerry Springer show, which is cool and all because everybody likes Jerry. I like Jerry Springers. But at the end of the day, it's bigger than that. We need to stop playing these games and stop giving people what they're looking for when it comes to Jerry Springer moments, and give the people that are actually here trying to learn something some knowledge. Now, with that being said, there are some people that are here to learn something. Braves Reef, welcome, bronze member. Yes, we have another member. Welcome him to the team, everyone. Welcome him. Tarzan doesn't swing and jump on trains. Word analogy. Yeah. Tarzan does a lot of things that, and to each his own. But where I was going is there's someone out there for everyone. Not everybody's going to like me. Not everybody's going to like you if you're doing what it is that I'm doing. So you have to understand that. They're not going to like you because you didn't give them acknowledge. You didn't give them the time of day for whatever reason. All these things. When it comes to where you get your information from, is totally up to you. There's no right and wrong. At the end of the day, you are responsible for where you choose to get your information. Also, with that being said, I must say that it doesn't matter what information you get from me, Tarzan, my knockoffs, any of it. What it comes down to is you. A lot of you do not realize that you have the capability of creating a beautiful ecosystem inside your own home. You don't need, per se, my help or others' help. The information that you give, as I explain this over on Instagram, will help create light bulbs to go off to maybe make you think differently than how you were thinking when it became, when you had an issue, so I say. When you had an issue, now that you're listening to what I might be saying on a certain topic, and a light bulb goes off and change your way of thinking. That's how this should be working. That's how the information should be working. Not going in cold-hearted, believing everything and anything that you hear on social media or forums or whatever kind of platform you choose to use. Don't believe all of what you hear. Believe a little of what you hear and a lot of what you see. And sometimes that comes with a catch-22 because everything that you seeing can be deceiving. Okay, there are people that have, like I said, I'm not going to get or give anybody my acknowledgement anymore. There are enough of those platforms on social media. I don't necessarily have to name drop those individuals, but we can kind of understand what I'm trying to say and know exactly what is going on, and that it's not about you, it's more about them, and them growing and not really doing much for you as a community. So therefore, I'm going to stay in my lane, they can stay in their lane. Okay. And that's what we talked about as well. This community and the reefing hobby would be so much of a beautiful place if everyone just worried about what they were doing and what they were trying to bring to the table versus trying to manipulate and be snakes to people. Unfortunately, you cannot stop that. I cannot stop that. You will always have that. It will always exist because, which will be another platform that I'm going to be talking about, another episode. And I can't give you the title yet of that episode. So if you guys are enjoying these live streams, these live feeds, these episodes, don't forget, show some love. Once these videos are uploaded, don't forget to leave comments on what you think other topics that we can talk about or you would like to talk about. Now, at the end of the day, I don't necessarily need you guys to tell me. I have a whole boatload. I can go 365.24 days this year on every day doing these live streams to with no problem and making sequels from the beginning and do it again and again and again. Okay, there's so much that I've learned and been around in this hobby that there are plenty of things that we can talk about. But one thing I can say is, I am going back to being about what needs to be said, what needs to be dealt with, and fairness. We learn a long time life is not fair, but you know what? That doesn't mean that I don't have or I can't speak on the things that need to be spoken on. Now, some people might say, well, Rico, you're just crying. You're crying. Well, those same people say these things because they're just trying to be bullies or whatever. They want to try to make it look like you're being a victim and all this other stuff. No, it's not that. It's called, I have a right to speak. And I will speak, and I will speak the way I need or I see fit about situations. It doesn't matter if your feelings are going to be tied up in this or not. This is not a feelings channel. I've already discussed that and said that. Now, it is what it is. So, anyway, let's see. Buy my corals from female. Shout out New Wave Aquaria. Try being a woman in this hobby. So Alice Holbert, I think I said that right, says on here, try being a woman in this hobby. OMG. Don't even get me started. I can just imagine what it's like. I know what it's like to be a man in this hobby, thinking that I am not a man. I should be running around in a pink tutu, because you see, there's a lot of grown men in this industry that I've said several times. I wish in a lot of ways it was more of a female than a male, because the men act like females in this industry. I'm just being honest. Like, there's a lot of whatever. Unfortunately, I would like to see more females in the reef aquarium hobby. You don't see a lot. And then if there are the ones out there, I wish Alice would shed a little bit more light, or Cindy, shed some more light on that. What's so hard for is being a female in this hobby. So, but anyway. Oh, well, you could think those type of things. So Cindy said the unsolicited, inappropriate DMs. Well, I've never been inappropriate at a show to any female. And anybody that's been around me knows, no, I love my wife, and I do respect my vows. it is what it is. You know, I don't care if we're having problems, no problems. That's where I kind of draw the line. You know, it's okay to look. She looks good. She looks good. You know, if it was under different circumstances, okay, you might have a shot. But I don't personally do that. But I do get it. Also, but you women here that are here, you have to understand that there are other women, no names, that goes above and beyond to look extra enticing when it comes to making their hey, can I just say this honestly? You know, sex sells. And unfortunately, that is the truth to this. There's a lot of women that ruin it for girls that just want to simply talk about fish aquariums. Those other women, there are called reef thoughts. Yes, there are such thing as reef thoughts. They are beyond enticing. I think it's to me, I feel like it's inappropriate. First off, I don't think you need to be extra provocative to work for a company to push their products, and shame on the company for that as well. But that's the image they want to do. You could have a pretty woman stand next to a product without giving all the extra and get the same results. But once again, if you choose to have thoughts like that and want to whatever, then you know that kind of just shows who you are and what you like to do in the brothel section. But anyway, sorry, you know, you girls that do respect yourselves have to deal with that. You know, for men, you know, it's just more of trying to constantly discredit someone, constantly try to bully them completely off the platform, and all the other stuff, the extras. If you're soft as a guy, you can get that. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of soft guys that, you know, that undercover suck the paint off of something to get ahead like a female would. So you have those out there as well. And talk. All right. Sorry, guys. My food is done. My little sissy gave me a good plate. Shout out to my daughter. She's such a little sweetheart. Anyway, food on the live stream. You guys know that's what I do. Talk and eat at the same time. How rude. Anyway, as I was saying, sorry guys. I mean, come on, can you blame me? It's a hot plate of food. I do, man. I mean, come on. I do. I mean, I used to be, you know, now I'm like, my belly doesn't look like that anymore. So at least I got some upper parts to me still. And legs that kick a horse's head off. But anyway. Right. Right. Oh, see? Yeah, that was sweet of her. So anyway, making sure Dad's well fed and have full of energy while live streaming. That's awesome of her. So anyway, now I'm moving the whole table. Gave me a whole bunch of hot sauce though. I don't think I need that much hot sauce, but I'm sure she poured it. Look, like I need that much hot sauce. I know this is like, I'm sorry, it's like really good. And I don't want it to get too cold. Sorry. Anyway. So when it comes to information, getting back to that. I'm sorry, Blue Reef. I'm sorry. Misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out here. You really, what it boils down to is, who do you respect? Who do you choose to help you get through what it is that you need to get through? As West Coast said, you know, there's a lot of misinformation, but there's a lot of information out there that is very good, like DIY projects. Don't get me wrong. Even if there's misinformation from a person, they still might have the DIY project that might help you out in a situation that you need. All right. That yeah, or Friday. But yeah, you know, it might be, you know, one of those situations. I'm sorry, guys. This is so good. You know, it might help you out. So I want to make sure that people do understand that misinformation does exist. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you guys understand that right now, or knew that. And how do you get away from misinformation? So how do you get away from misinformation? You simply can't. There's no way, there's no formula to say, hey, this is how you got to do it. You have to listen to where you're getting your information from. You have to study that person that you're getting that information from. And what I mean by study, who are they? Where they come from? How long have they been around? Go back and look at, you know, where, you know, from the very beginning, when they, if they're on social media, if they're showing. Another thing is, you know, show it, see what their tank looks like. And I'm not trying to be funny. There's a lot of people that give a lot of information and your tank is crap. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And you want to help. Sometimes if you can't help yourself, I don't understand why you would be giving somebody else advice. You have to get your business card up. Your business card is going to speak 1,000 words. Okay. Even when, and this is the catch-22 refresher here. Even though you got your business card up, doesn't mean you're a great source of information. You know, and I'm just being honest. Doesn't mean that you're a great source for information. You were able to luckily maybe get in. You listened to somebody else, or you just simply did water changes, whatever the case may be, to get to where you're at, and you just luck of the draw. All right. That happens too. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of fake, phony things out here. I can't point them all or make them all visible to you. You have to learn to do this on your own. Nobody can hold your hand and guide you constantly like that. First off, it's just not cool. You know, and also, if there was a person to do that, it makes them look bad as well. It's like, oh, well, you got a problem with everybody, or you got a problem with both. No, you have to stay in your own lane. You have to do what it is that you're doing and let everybody else stay in their lane. Now, if other people want to jump out of their lane and come into your lane, then give them the business. I have no problem giving people the business. It is what it is. I think a fair exchange ain't never been a robbery. So it is what it is. You know, what else? That's advice, but my tanks are coming back. I suffered with a terrible case of Lars. Yeah. Me too. Life gets in the way. Of course. Here it is, though. Once again, you know, things do happen. You know, tank crashes, whatever. You know, that doesn't, you know, you had a business card, now you don't. At the end of the day, if you're on social media, if people know what happened and stuff like that, You know, these are things. If you've gave advice and it worked out for them, you know, it is what it is. Laziness gets to all of us. And we all become victims to laziness. Trust me. Real quick, make sure you guys hit those thumbs up. I want to see at least 50 thumbs up in here. So I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But either way, if you didn't do it, make sure you go out and do it. Thanks, KTown. KTown says wonderful family meal. Yes, thank you. I kept getting picked on for eating seaweed on my waffle. House run all live in NYE. Regrets. Who doesn't love food? Yeah, I think everybody loves food. Everybody loves food. Still learning, but everything looks great. And that's awesome. That's awesome. So how do we, is there other things that you would like to talk about when it comes to misinformation? There's a lot of misinformation, so much that honestly, it's one of those topics that can go in and out so fast because it's just like that. It's just, where do you begin? It's all a lot of misinformation, a lot of anecdotal information, a lot of regurgitated information. So where do you begin? Who do you trust when it comes to doing the right thing for your aquarium? Anybody? Any answers? Sorry, I'm going to eat while you guys tell me real quick. And then the camera goes out. Anybody? How do you know that this ain't misinformation? You don't. That's all I'm saying. You don't. I said I was not excluded from this at the very beginning. I'm not. I actually said that the information that I give out is through my own experiences. And even through my own experiences, it's just my own personal experience. And that's it. You know, if you choose to take my information and run with it, the information that I give, that's on you. Yeah. Trust a guy that's eating with no tank in the background right now. I would go to the tank, but then you'd be like, trust a guy that's eating in front of a tank that has no water. So no, I've been on long enough. That's my little personal troll here. Angry Al, so you guys don't beat him up. Yeah, don't beat him up. But anyway, you just have to use your own judge of character at the end of the day. And that's what it boils down to. Your own judge of character. There's a lot of characters on social media. Don't get me started. It is what it is. It's who you choose to look up to for information. But to be honest with you, you are full of information. You just don't know it yet. You could be using your own information, even though you've came in to this hobby without any idea on how to begin, where to start from, or any of it. All you have to do is see what people are doing. You can listen to what they're doing, but at the end of the day, you're going to learn from your own mistakes. This hobby is a beautiful hobby. This hobby you're only going to grow from your own personal mistakes. When things happen, you're going to get upset. You're going to whatever. You're going to run the forums. You're going to run the Rico's Aquariums live stream. You're going to ask people in the chat. Hopefully he answers you. Hopefully he acknowledges your question. And then, you know, you're going to try to do what you're hearing. You're still going to make mistakes. You're going to whatever. It might work for you. You're going to learn from that. Over time, it's hands-on. The hands-on in this, being a hobbyist is going to be your best tool of learning, informing yourself what worked, what didn't work. And then you're going to be able to sit here and when Rico's going live, you're going to be able to help somebody else in the chat. You're going to be able to answer questions because I am on a rant right now. Like, I'm doing what I need to do and to help everyone and stay on topic. And you're going to be in there doing what it is that you do and helping other people possibly from your experience. Does that mean that what you're saying has scientific proof behind it? Maybe not. Because that situation, even though it worked for you and you're going to give that information to somebody else, that same information, what worked for you might not work for the next person. You see what I'm saying? There are other situations that could have been going on why it worked for you and didn't work for this other person that has same issues as you. But there's so many people here that are so die hard. This is the way it is. Doesn't matter what somebody says. It's this way for a fact. There's no facts. Where's the facts at? Where's the fact checker at? Like, where can you show me where you got that information from? Can you show me the scientific proof behind that this actually does work? I mean, we are all baby scientists here to this day. And I've been at this a long time. And guess what? As long as I've been at this, I don't see a lot that has changed besides the way we light up our aquariums, the equipment that we use to make things a little bit more simpler, but it's making things more simpler to actually make us still stay dumb. Because the more something's doing something for you, the less your hands on, and therefore you still need the aquarium industry to help you out. It is what it is. .5 degree. KTown Reefer says 0.5 degree temp swings causes RTN. Now, I absolutely heard about this. And that is what I have to say is the most ridiculous, bad information ever. Now, the information could have came from somebody that's actually kind of holding a business card. That business card did come from me. I will take credit for that. And the knowledge that was received from my channel. KTown Reefer has been around long enough. Angry Owl's been around. Quite a few of you guys been around. That wasn't always the case, that business card. But anyway, that is complete, utterly nonsense. Our tanks fluctuate. If that's the case, Sanjay, Mike Paletta, myself, others, Tony Vargas, a lot of us wouldn't even be here today if that was the case. You guys still wouldn't be here today if that's the case. A lot of you guys know that's utterly, completely nonsense, BS. You guys know as well as I do, your tanks fluctuate more than a half a degree, summer, winter, whatever the case may be. Do not sit up here and actually believe that one. If you believe that one, I think this is not the hobby for you. That is being rused and, being hypnotized by a complete, utter snake. And I'm just saying that's the bottom line of that one. That is complete nonsense. That is complete BS. I don't care if you couldn't even show me scientific. That is that information is anecdotal information, regurgitate information, or whatever the case may be. But I said some people will be knockoffs. Some people didn't start off with a business card. And now what I'm saying is they had tanks. They never had the business card that they had today. That came a lot of my off of my back being on social media. And that's the honest to God's truth. You can always go back and really look back on somebody and where they started and what things look like, how they couldn't do this, couldn't do that. We're having problems here, having problems there. And then all of a sudden, we're great and we're selling knockoff products. But and telling you that a half a degree to sound sophisticated, educated, which is none of the above. So you guys get what I'm saying. And I know you guys understand what I'm saying. You have to watch out for things like that. You know, I stay in my lane. I do what I need to do. Stuff like that is just irritating, upset, you know, because people fall for that. People are going to ride that type of train and that gravy train because the way they approach something or the way they like how a person speaks, or it's got to be true. It's got to be. Listen, I can look like $1 million, dress like $1 million, and have the best business card look about myself. That doesn't mean I have $1 million. That doesn't mean anything. How do you decipher or determine who to listen to and believe? I can't help you. And that's being honest. I can't help you in that department. You have to figure that stuff out for yourself. You have to learn to like and dislike whoever it is that you choose to like or dislike. I mean, that's just life. You can't change things that's been, millions and millions of years going on. You can't change it. All you can do is stay in your lane, try to help people out, make people understand reefing, doing what it is that you can bring to the table to help others out. Can't worry about everybody else. I can't even worry about a lot of you guys. All I can do is run my show, and if you listen to it, you listen to it, and if you don't, you don't. What else can I do? I could sit here and rant and rave. Well, I like to do that as well. But every day of my life, you can't listen. You just can't. You have to do what it is that you do, love what you do, and don't allow others to jeopardize what it is that you love, what you're about, who you are as a person, to change. That's going to, and hopefully, just stay in your lane so you're not being changed into something that you're not. Bitter or whatever the case may be. But anyway, spend a week on the East Coast in summer. The night they drove old Dixie down. Take what need, leave the rest. There you go. Take what need, leave the rest. Yeah, but exactly. So for anybody, you're here, you're listening to that. So for anybody to actually believe that's a thing, like a hat 0.5, that's that new stuff they smoking. That's new stuff they smoking. You guys know that. You guys, how many of you guys laughed when you actually heard that? How many people actually laughed when you heard that from whatever individual that came from? Which I kind of know exactly where that came from. How many of you guys actually laughed about that? How many of you guys actually second guessed yourself and really probably wouldn't started looking and researching on it? How many of you guys actually did they make you second guess yourself? Did they? I'm wondering, because I bet you there's quite a few of you guys that actually second guess. Really? What? What? That's what's going on in my. Come on, people. Come on. I know you're not that gullible. But hey, some may not. It's just crazy. I did because ocean temp swings like crazy. Oh, who just said? Was that Russell Garcia? Hey, What a smart individual right there. I mean, you sit here and think that we work so hard to create Mother Nature, but then you have also people that says keep everything stable. And they take the word straight stable so far out of context as if nothing can move. Your temperature needs to be locked in right here, right. That is the worst thing anybody can do in a reef aquarium, is to keep things stable. I mean, out of context or to the extreme of what they're trying to make it be. Stable can simply mean from 78 down to 75 or 78 to 80 fluctuations every day. Is that considered stability? Because to me, it is. Unfortunately, that is what consistency and stability is. It's not taking and saying it's got to be 78. If it moves a half a degree, it's going to die. Are you freaking out of your mind? The ocean works that way? Are you freaking kidding me? No, dude, come on. I mean, you jump in a lake. You got warm spots, you got cold spots. Are you freaking kidding me? You need to just kick your channel over. Like, that person needs to just kick their channel over and walk away. But they won't walk away because they're so gullible people that believes this. And they make themselves likable. They make themselves, they act like they're for the people. They act like all this. This is my next episode. It's going to probably come up. I should talk. As a matter of fact, I might, yes, my next episode, I think. I'm pretty sure because you guys got me. I was saving it. There's so many episodes that I want to do. It's unreal. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I unfortunately, you know, people just, I don't know. But it's 90% of his business. Oh, people do that all the time. They use this platform. They find a niche. They rob, steal, whatever it is, give misinformation, whatever it is that they got to do to grow to a certain point. The whole time it's never been about you folks. You folks that this does apply to are slow. And I'm sorry. And I'm not here to talk bad or to say anything, and don't say I'm bullying people, because I'm not. I'm giving my opinion. You're crazy. You crazy for not seeing that. You crazy. People get on me when I'm saying, here's my information. You know, I'm giving out information. My time is worth something. No, you rather go deal with people like that and listen to that and support that over real. I'll stay in my lane. I'm not a hater. I'll stay right here in my lane. I do what I need to do. Say what I want on my platform. Y'all have that. You crazy. There's a lot of craziness people. And here they are, like, who do you really believe? They care about you? Like, they care about what happens to you? Like, what's going on? No, it's all regurgitated information. It's stuff that I've said a million times that retwist it, rebrand it to put in it. Listen, and that's fine. That's fine. I mean, there's a lot of knockoffs in the industry when it comes to stuff that we use, pumps, the whole 9 yards. Okay, rebrand it, knock it, rebrand it. Hey, there's room. You know, appreciate you. Okay, you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's the people. What's taking you so long to wake up? You know, to see what is being done to you. By the time it's already done, it's too late. They created, they rode off of your back. They rode off of your back. And they grew a business, and which if you did it legitimate, that's one thing. If you're really about, but it's not that situation. So it's like, I don't even want to talk about it because it's disgusting to me. It really is. It's sick. It's disgusting. You know, I could create a business. I could have created a business a long time ago. Like I've told you guys a million times, I don't, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to be free. I want to be able to do me. I don't want to do whatever. But anyway. He let you live. I saw him take down four for good at one show. No, you guys are crazy. Funny. Anyway, we got about 4 minutes left. I think this was a great talk. Sorry, I'm eating. By the way, are you guys leaving comments? Are you guys going to watch my episodes? I feel a little bit like YouTube is not getting out notifications. I did see somebody else say that. Or whatever. I don't know what's going on. I think it's fine. But I do appreciate you guys show some love. Leave me some comments. Leave me some thoughts. Oh, whoa. My man, 2 please. I ain't seen it in a while. He must be slowing down in work. Damn, what's up, my man? Yes, 4 minutes. Hey, 2 please. I'm leaving everything. Oh, 2 please. I thought 2 please. I thought you was a member. What the hell? Uh-oh. I got to get on him. I'm pretty sure he was a member. I have to look. I don't look at none of that stuff. Oh, real quick, for all the new members that just popped up, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Man, this is good. Welcome back to please. Sherry. Oh, wait a minute. I thought Sherry was too. Oh, no. I'll leave that alone. Probably because I wasn't on for a while. You guys got mad at me. That's okay. I'm back now. You guys want to come back a member, come back a member. I appreciate you. Russell Garcia, 2 please is my boy. Yes. So real quick, make sure you guys, this was a great episode. Loved it. Enjoyed it. Also, make sure you guys, at the end of these videos, once they upload, please don't forget to leave us comments on the next episode or what you actually thought about this episode. I would like to hear, what do you think about each one of these episodes that you watch? So when you watch them in the comment section, let me know what's your thoughts about it. You know, I understand some people are really scared about leaving a comment or whatever because they don't want to be trolled. It happens. I can't do anything about that. You, your own person, stand up on your own 2 feet and don't worry about what somebody else thinks. So that's all I can say about that. So once again, once I'm done, I'll upload this and you guys are able to leave comments. Let me know. What do you think about these videos? I can do them every day. I can do them a couple times a day. And for the course of 365.24 leap year, whatever you want to do, if you really want to break down the math on that, cool. So either way, love to hear what you got to say. Love to hear. Oh, by the way, 5 degrees, people, get a life. 5 degrees change, your tank's done. Believe what you want to believe. But I have to say that one more time. With that being said, guys, thank you for all your guys' love and support. Thank you for all the new members that are becoming members. And hope to see what you guys have to say about these videos or this particular video on this episode down below, and give me some insight on the next topic, which we can do that. So, for old times, man. All right. Appreciate you guys. I'll catch you later. This is Rico with Rico's Aquariums. Till next time. Peace.